Hi guys, it's Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today is the 10th of the month, so it is time for my project share for the 10 on the 10th card collab that is hosted by Kim over at Metal Scrap and Chick. And the purpose of this collaboration is just to work on Christmas cards every month throughout the year so that when the holidays come, you are ready to go and mail your cards. So I tend to make it, the collab is called 10 on the 10th, so usually people are making around 10 cards. I tend to make more because I'm trying to use something up, and I just make cards until whatever it is I'm trying to use up is gone. This month I pulled out, I have a stash, like at the beginning of every year, I pull together a stash of items that I would like to use up this year for the 10 on the 10th collaboration. And each month I go in and kind of pull out of that stash and focus on that particular bundle or item or whatever it might be. In my 10 on the 10th stash, I had a baggie of scraps that I had used to make some Christmas card kits, like at the end of last year for the holidays. And the scraps, the kits, I actually made from this particular pad, which was also in my 10 on the 10th stash. This is a Recollections pad, and it's called Christmas Noel. And it is from 2015, so I have had it for a while. It's one of those giant 180 sheet pads, and I have used quite a bit on like some holiday blocks for our business, and I've done some other cards and other projects, but there's still tons left. So I had put this in my stash to try and work on and off throughout this year and kind of work on using it up, but not all at one time. So since the packet of kit scraps that I had wanted to use up coordinated with this pad, I pulled this pad out to kind of get some other parts for my cards. So the scraps that I had from the kits were these rectangles of, there was a green panel, it just says Happy Holidays, and a red, kind of dark red panel that said Season's Greetings. And I had 24 total, like 12 green and 12 red. And so I went through the pad and pulled out some semi-solid patterns that I could use as a background for like a card mat for the cards. And then I also pulled out a pattern to use for the diagonal stripe, one of the stripes on the card. So I also went through my card sketch stash and pulled out a sketch that I thought would work for the size of the scrap that I had. And I ended up pulling out Mojo Bella number 3. And it had, I liked it because it had a rectangle. It doesn't specify a size, which is kind of how I roll. Like, that's fine with me. I just use whatever size I have. And so I tweaked the sketch just a little bit. I did add a mat to my patterned panel here just because there was a lot going on behind it. And then I added a circle sentiment down here along this little banner strip instead of, I guess you could have put the sentiment anywhere. They didn't specify on the sketch, but I had these left from the kit as well. And so I just went ahead and used this on that banner strip, and then I did add 2 little circle vinyl dots to kind of round it out. So I have 2 different sentiments. They're both Merry Christmas, but one is kind of like this wreathy style Merry Christmas, and then the other one is like a swirly tree. And both of these sentiments I had printed out for my silhouette because I knew I was mass producing for card kits, and so I can print a whole page pretty quickly and then just come through and punch them out, or I could have the silhouette do it as well. So I have 12 of the green cards with the red panels and 12 of the red mats with the green panels. And then they all have the holly strip here. The red matte background has a green cardstock strip and a green banner strip down here. And then the green background, I just used a white cardstock strip and then a red banner piece. So pretty much same layout, just kind of used different patterns or color where needed. And then I also, like, of the red with the green, the red matte with the green panel, I did 6 of the like tree Merry Christmas sentiments, and then 6 of like the wreathy Merry Christmas, and then the same way with the green. So my thought for these was, like, I'm not only making cards for myself to use for the holidays, I'm also making cards to be able to sell in our shop and at our craft shows. So my thought was that I was going to take 6 of the green cards. So like 3 of the Merry Christmas with the tree, and 3 of the other Merry Christmas, and then 6 of the red cards, 3 with the tree, and then 3 with the other Merry Christmas, and then that would become a set of 12 Christmas cards that I could, you know, bundle together and sell at our, or just anywhere we sell. And then I would have, that gave me 2 sets. So that was my thought process on that. So there were 24 of these, like I said. And then I also had some parts left over from the panel I had originally cut for my card kit. I had like 3 extra. And so I wanted to go ahead and use those up too, since they were in that baggie. And I pulled out the MFT sketch number 181 and just kind of kept it simple. Again, went into the pad, the recollections pad, and there was a smaller piece of this red kind of grid background. And so I cut a card mat out of that, and then there was a strip of this red dot. And so I thought, perfect, they coordinate. I can use that as the strip that goes across the middle here. And then I did back the strip on white just to help it, you know, pop out from the other red. And then again, use those sentiments that were left over. The green version with the darker red panel has like Christmas trees on the background. And then this was just a strip that I found in the pad as a scrap, and it's got like vertical stripes on it. So again, I backed them with white to help them stand out from the green card mat, and then use the sentiment, and then added the little vinyl dots on there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these 3 yet. These were just kind of like using some of the extra parts. But then, like I said, these I will bundle together and sell. And also to use up strips, the inside of the cards all have, you know, scrap cardstock or pattern paper just to use up the last bits from the kit as well. So 27 cards this month, and I did get a bag of parts out of my 10 on the 10th supply stash, so that was good. And like I said, you will probably be seeing this pad again throughout the year on the 10 on the 10th shares, because I do plan to kind of work on it. We'll see how far I can get from it. So these are my cards for this month. There are a bunch of other wonderful crafters participating in this collaboration, and they are all linked in the description box below. So please be sure to check out their shares. And I thank you guys so much for your time today, and I hope you're all having a very crafty day.